This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 271 through lesson 280, each of which relates to the Christ as understood in the Course. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 271 through 280. So you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and to my further comments are provided in the description below. In the section entitled, What is the Christ?, which precedes these 10 lessons, we are told that Christ, quotes, is the capital S self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well, end quote. And we are told that, quote, this is the only part of you that has reality in truth. The rest is dreams. Yet will these dreams be given unto Christ, to fade before his glory and reveal your holy self, the Christ, to you at last, end quote. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only contained in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 278, October 5. If I am bound, my Father is not free. This is one of the many Course lessons that brings home to me how incredibly radical the Course is. The Course explains an entirely different reality and existence and tells us that it is ours. Because you are an extension of God, if you believe that you are limited in any way, you must also believe that an aspect of the Father is limited as well. But God cannot be bound or limited, and consequently, neither can you. The real you cannot be bound by the so-called laws of the world. If you think that you are simply mistaking yourself for your ego and body. You are not your ego. You are not a body. You are spirit. You are eternal and eternally free. The title of today's lesson is, If I am bound, my Father is not free. But God the Father must be free. So I, the real me, cannot be bound. Now, as for the ego and the body, what we commonly think of as ourselves, that's a different story. Egos and bodies are bound, and bound in so many ways and so tightly that eventually each of us clamors to get out. That is the first step of a person's spiritual journey. The stories of all spiritual seekers, such as students of the Course, are remarkably similar in this regard. Something feels missing, or not quite right. We just know that there must be another way, something just out of our grasp. It is then we begin our search. All our journeys are different, but in this respect, they are the same. We seek the truth because the world we appear to live in cannot be the whole story. We just know that. As we are told in today's beautiful prayer, quote, "Father, I ask for nothing but the truth. I have had many foolish thoughts about myself and my creation, and have brought a dream of fear into my mind. Today, I would not dream. I choose the way to you instead of madness and instead of fear. For truth is safe, and only love is sure." End quotes. The good news, the wonderful news, is that you were right. We have misunderstood the world. We have misunderstood it by thinking that we are our bodies. But we are so much more than our bodies. Our true, eternal reality is spirit. Now, all we need do is to remember who and what we are and return home.